Treasure
If
these
this isn't
moments
the
you have.
artifact, I don't know what is.
Well, it's not.
Stop.
Oh!
What you do?
Too late! I didn't Stop! This movie's really boring. You don't want. Oh, you turned it off.
He's watching.
Please take a moment to observe the exits located at the front or back of the theater.
Oh yes, stop. The song by Jane's Addiction.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Hey, the apologies can wait. You got a wedding to plan, right?
It's far away.
Like, come on. What do you say? Lightning, I swear to you, we'll make her happy.
Ugh. What a creep show.
I believe you. Memories. They're real, aren't they?
No.
7 days.
Kick her in the face.
You don't want to marry that. She's crazy. Oh. I saw this thing that I was doing in the video, so I needed to do it too.
If you change the future, you change the past.
Oh god, it's Ingwe.
Change
Yes, it is. He does the same thing.
Ooh. So garish.
Oh, what's up,
Oh, I
baby?
can't write through that.
Caius.
I have seen you. I have seen you both.
You'll.
You.
You'll never defeat
Are
me.
you serious? I am not the you you know.
I am Cyber Yule from the future.
And she's a robot?
She has seen beyond the veil on her face.
You must understand, there are many you.
This is Ingwe! Slash, Nier. He's also Nier.
There are also many Caiuses.
I learned.
No, he was
leaping back
Geist.
and forth.
Or Grimoire Vice.
Vice. Oh, Grimoire
Yeah,
Vice. That's
yeah.
what that was it. Yeah.
And he was War.
I'm Grimoire Vice.
She's been watching us.
He was War.
In Darksiders.
Or-
I've been watching you.
Wait.
He's probably the second most recognizable actor, second to Nolan North.
Your actions.
I'm really glad that none of these people have been Nolan North yet.
Well, he,
Oh
I don't think he really does like anime.
But the game is young.
Hey, hold on a second. What do you mean?
I have a feeling we haven't really
I must
met,
protect the sanctity
or
of the
I don't think we're
timeline.
missing out on any significant characters.
Oh, the Heart of Chaos. He must fill his dark soul with light.
You guys are so screwed. Well, maybe, but you know.
Well, he's got like a Transformers logo.
I'm just gonna twist his head a little
Look
bit.
at that. He's a Decepticon. I wonder what that means. Oh wait, I have the symbol.
What? Ravager.
Do you want triangle for all these?
No, I don't care.
Huh.
Huh.
Are you looking up a strategy?
Yeah.
I hate you. Why would you do that?
Because I'm about to tell you that you're like hilariously underleveled for this fight.
I can beat him.
But you weren't underleveled for any of the random encounters.
Right, that's
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Okay, Ravager, Medic. I want to start with Ravager. Yeah, I want to start with this one.
Like all the people who are asking help for this fight are saying like I'm got my party at level 30 and I can't beat them.
Bitter End. In the old brownstone house, which was the dwelling and also contained the office of Nero Wolfe on West 35th Street near the Hudson River in New York, heavy gloom had penetrated into every corner of every room so that there was no escaping from it. Fritz Brenner was in the bed with the gripe. If it had been Theodore Horstman, who nursed the 3,000 orchids on the top floor, it would have been merely an inconvenience. If it had been me, Archie Goodwin, secretary, bodyguard, goad, and goat, Wolf would have been no worse than peevish. But Fritz was the cook. And such a cook that Marko Vucic of Roosterman's famous restaurant had once offered a fantastic sum for his release to the major leagues, and met with scornful refusal from Wolf and Fritz both. On that Tuesday in November, the kitchen had not seen him for 3 days, and the resulting situation was not funny. I'll skip the awful details. For instance, the desperate and disastrous struggle that took place Sunday afternoon between Wolf and a couple of ducklings, and go on to the climax. It was lunchtime Tuesday. Wolf and I were at the dining table. I was doing all right with a can of beans I had got at the delicatessen. Wolf, his broad face dour and dismal, took a spoonful of stuff from a little glass jar that had just been opened, dabbed it onto the end of a roll, bit it off, and chewed. All of a sudden, with nothing to warn me, there was an explosion like the bursting of a 10-inch shell. Instinctively, I dropped my sandwich and put up my hands to protect my face, but too late. Little gobs of stuff and particles of masticated roll peppered me like shrapnel. I glared at him.
Should you, like, buff yourself and go after him, or what?
He's rebuffing himself.
Yeah, but I mean, like, should you buff you?
No, because that's going to take away. He's regenerating right now, so I have to be very careful. And that just instantly killed me.
Well, I said witheringly. I removed something from my eyelid with the corner of my napkin. If you think for one moment you can get away, I left it hanging. With as black a fury on his face as any I had ever seen there, he was on his feet and heading for the kitchen. I stayed in my chair. After I had done what I could with the napkin, hearing meanwhile the garglings and splashings of Wolf at the kitchen sink, I reached for the jar, took a look at the contents, and sniffed it. I inspected the label. It was small and to the point. Tingley's Tidbits, since 1881, the best liver pâté, number 3. Tingley's Tidbits. I was sniffing at it again when Wolf marched in with a tray containing 3 bottles of beer, a chunk of cheese, and a roll of salami. He sat down without a word and started slicing salami.
What the fuck are you reading?
Nero Wolf.
The last man who spat at me, I said casually, got 3 bullets in his heart before he hit the floor. Pfui! Wolf said coldly. And at least, I continued, he really meant it, whereas you were merely being childish and trying to show what a super-sensitive gourmet you are. Shut up. Did you taste it? No. Do so. It's full of poison. I regarded him suspiciously. It was 10 to 1, he was stringing me, but after all, there were a good many people who would have regarded the death of Nero Wolf as a ray of sunshine in the dark world, and a few of them had made efforts to bring it about. I picked up the jar and the spoon, I procured a morsel about the size of a pea, and put it in my mouth. A moment later, I discreetly but hastily ejected it into my napkin, went to the kitchen and did some rinsing, returned to the dining room and took a good large bite from a dill pickle. After the pickle's pungency had to some extent quieted the turmoil in my taste buds, I reached for the jar and smelled it again. That's funny, I said. Wolf made a growling noise. I mean, I continued hastily, but I don't understand it. How could it be some fiend trying to poison you? I bought it at the Bruegel's and brought it home myself, and I opened it, and I'd swear the lid hadn't been tampered with. But I don't blame you for spitting, even though I happen to be in the line of fire. If that's Tingley's idea of a rare, exotic flavor to tempt the jaded appetite, that will do, Archie. Wolf put down his empty glass. I had never heard his tone more menacing.
What the fuck was that? That didn't make any sense at all. I'm sorry.
No, it didn't.
You're definitely theoretically way under level for this.
Theoretically.
Crush-a-bolic's
with the
tanking like a
Sentinel.
motherfucker, though.
He's the reason this is possible.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I am not impressed by your failure to understand this abominable outrage. I might bring myself to tolerate it if some frightened or vindictive person shot me to death, but this is insupportable. He made the growling noise again. My food. You know my attitude toward food.
One thing you must know about Nero Wolf is that he is very fat.
Yes, he is a.
And he loves food.
he
Oh
weighs
my god.
237 pounds, about 1/7 of the sun.
Wait, so is this guy gonna revive?
I weigh more than he does. That's cool. Well, I don't think he revives at full health. He'll revive it a portion.
It'll probably be half health. Well,
So weak.
So.
he aimed a rigid finger at the jar, and his voice trembled with ferocity. Whoever put that in there is going to regret it. He said no more, and I concentrated on the beans and pickles and milk. When he had finished the cheese, he got up and left the room, taking a third bottle of beer along. And when I was through, I cleared the table and went to the kitchen and washed up. And I proceeded to the office. He had his mask deposited in the oversized chair behind his desk, and was leaning back with his eyes closed, and a twist to his lips which showed that the beer descending his gullet had washed no wrath down with it. Without opening his eyes, he muttered at me, "Where's that jar?" "Right here." I put it on his desk. "Get Mr. Whipple at the laboratory."
Nice.
That's
Here comes
my
the eraser.
Okay.
Oop.
Overtime,
Whoops.
bitch. Or cutscene.
Weird, away I
Pay
go.
for your crimes in blood.
Yes.
It's a level 30, huh? I'm combined level 30 plus.
Maybe they never captured a super
Oh, the
thing.
frame rate. Maybe they didn't know about the power of the Sentinel.
I am not going to fight you.
Times have changed. I'm not the Caius you once knew.
I'm one of the other Caiuses.
There are many Kai.
Change history is a sin.
Beauty is a sin!
It's too late. The timeline has already changed.
You said
What?
yourself.
But must we accept this, Yule?
You'll accept it sooner or later.
If you change the future, you change the past. You name history as your heart desires.
Let's
Everyone is bullshitting all the
before you are
time.
made to witness more.
No wonder he drowned her in acid.
Yeah. How I feel that. Lord, I wonder how long it took her to grow that hair.
Seriously.
I wonder how long it took him.
Has a hair cape.
Oh look, he left this convenient artifact behind.
Time traveling is evil and wrong and you shouldn't do it, but here's something to do it with, so see you later.
I don't think he would intended that to happen. Maybe health off by wounds alone.
Oh
Oh,
no.
you get that.
Oh my god. Okay.
Questions still remain.
How much would the artifact sell for? Damn it.
Who is Caius?
Caius. Who is he exactly? I've seen space before. In my dream.
I made that up. Can you tell me more about it?
He just told you that. You didn't take his word for it? I'm not the Caius you used to know. I don't think he's the Caius. I
I'm
used
not
to
the
know.
man you think I am at home. Oh no, no, no.
I'm a rocket man.
Alright, let's go. There's a chocobo over here. But I don't need it.
That part was
Oh.
like, fuck
You
you.
gonna ride that chocobo?
Wow.
You know what? That was intended for you. Because you walked past him.
Well, then that guy's a dick and I don't care. I think that's a good enough place to stop for tonight.
Yeah.
I beat Caius Ballad. Caius.
Caius balls.
Guys.
Same face.
At half the level that some people have fought him.
So, she didn't know me at all.
No, she just doesn't want you to keep calling her dude. It's called rejection.
No questions?
Sorry, I dropped it off.
What's that?
You cold-hearted bitch.
Burn. That was the best.
That was pretty
And
cool.
then she just goes into the gate.
He has wings on his back? I never noticed that.
You're as dumb as a sack of bricks.
Nightmare. The moment I traveled to Airback,
Wait a minute.
I don't remember too much about it.
I wasn't really paying a lot of attention, but
We saw a rock and a bat.
Just like the series. And we met a man named Caius. The man
But he wasn't the man that Noel used to know.
I guess what worries me the most, though, is that Noel looks sad. Sadder than I've ever seen him. There's something else, too. The strange thing that both Caius and Yule said about the past.
about the past.
If you change the future, you change the past.
That's deep.
Well,
Afraid of what happens.
All stoner talk.
That's so
When
deep.
you and I solved the paradox, we changed the future.
Which then changed the pad.
yeah, just
So the-
stop going down that. That's not going to help. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to be making that joke a lot.